Hello, everyone, and welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. This is Season 2, Episode 11. Great to have you here. That amazing person is Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, who has inspired the color today. Before she even showed up, I had changed the color to pink because it was fun. And it made me happy, so that's what we were doing. I'm TarotStache. Thanks for being here. Please remember this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. And we have this episode of Back and Forth, we're asking each other questions, and it is expected that you in the chat participate as well.
Even if you're counting cows.
Even if you're counting cows, yes.
Or sheep.
Yeah, or sheep, yes. So if, that's one snort. So
fair.
somebody needs to calculate this. And Kaylee's like an LOL. So.
It was a poke at her. Yes.
It was absolutely a poke at her. So hello, best chatters, best lurkers, work lurkers, and future lurkers. And there's all of the lurkers down there. So glad to have you here. Appreciate you. The tub lurkers. There you go. It's all good. And if you insist. So we are going to say hello to some people. We have Karen, Starseed Awakening, 1111 is here. Merita is here. Hello. And Kaylee came in dancing. So can't argue with the dancing. That's good. And Russ Bob's Barbara just ordered a water bottle. Amazing. And that relates to the Laugh and Learn I did with Tanis about water. We talked about the mundane, aspects of water, which, there's nothing mundane about water. And then we also talked about the healing properties as well as the magical properties.
Cool.
And we are getting Kaylee through their last hour of the day.
Yay.
Linda Kennedy is here. Hello. Still in the pool and sun is glaring on my phone. So if I spelled anything wrong, sorry. It's okay, Linda. It's okay, Linda. So what's new in your world, Jaime?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. This is a surprise question because we've never done this show before. And for those of you who watched last week, look what arrived. So
400
paper clips, vinyl coated, rust resistant, and if I do this, wait a minute, where'd it go? If I do that, everybody can see what the inside of that looks like.
Well, look at that.
So there you go.
Pretty.
Yes, it's very pretty. And Jenny Berlin is here. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. But not cow-shaped. I have cow-shaped ones as a breeder sent me. Oh, that's nice. Yes, the paper clips are here. Paper clips are here.
I have penguin shaped and owl shaped. I don't have my book in here that has the owl shaped ones in it, but damn it, they're cute. Yeah.
That's cool. So for those of you who missed it last week, I was frustrated because I did not have a paper clip to be able to clip something together. I am a person who I like paper clips. Yeah, and do not get the bone shaped ones.
Too late. I've owned those for a long time. They make me laugh.
There you go. So what we're doing is we have these cards. These are they're the icebreaker cards, the let's get deep.
And burning questions.
And this is the red ones are we're not really strangers.
Oh yeah.
So yes, Jenny, I am glad I got them too. Makes me happy. I mean, it calms me down too. So.
And technically, we could have Jeffrey stand above you and just dump them over, and it would be raining paper clips. It would be a beautiful, beautiful rainbow of paper clips. And I have no idea if that's what you guys are talking about. It doesn't matter.
Well, isn't that like paperclip abuse?
It could be.
Could be. We don't need to do that. It's okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's no lie.
We may not be strangers, but we are stranger. There you go. All right. Blue or red?
Let's go blue.
And everybody is expected to participate. So
play along.
Play along. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I like 5.
Okay. Who from your friend group is the best cook? That must be Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah. Tanya's gotten an air fryer, so she's gotten really good at that. She has a significant other who has severe dietary restrictions, so she's learned all of that. But I'm the flavor profile queen. I can tell you in a heartbeat what something should taste like and what you can make it change to, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I cook better than all of them.
Yeah. So I see Kaylee has said me. She is the best cook in their friend group, although she says she's biased. I would say Jeffrey probably is, contrary to what somebody in our friend group says, that he's a great chef. He's not a great chef. That was really pointed. I don't find his food as incredibly, no. So, and Merita said Jody is vegan, and that's a hugely complicated thing to cook well. Yeah.
I'm a pretty good cook.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jeffrey says I'm a pretty good cook. Well, he is, and he also is. He's very good at adjusting flavors. My palate is not as complex as his.
Yeah, that my husband would say. I would say, well, does it taste right? And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't have the palate that you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, he likes the fact that I can make dressing out of just stuff I have around and make it taste good. And he has no idea how that happens.
Merita says, my sister's godmother makes excellent, elegant meals.
Nice.
And Debbie has arrived. Hello, Debbie. So, Debbie, who from your friend group is the best cook? So, and everybody's saying to Jeffrey. Linda says, I don't like to cook. The only reason I have a kitchen is it came with the house.
That's my cousin. Yep. When he was alive, that was his thing too. It's like, why do I need this? I could have another, part of my house, but it's required or something.
Well, Bill Cunningham, who was a photographer based in New York, lived in a condo, and he actually had the people remove the kitchen out of the condo so that he would move in there.
Huh.
So
probably my husband, she says.
Jeffrey's saying hello to everyone. Probably my husband. Oh, that's good. Let him know that, Debbie.
Yeah.
So, all right. What's your question you got for me?
Okay. What was your favorite cartoon or show as a young kid growing up?
Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
Mostly because, the name.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeffrey said, I learned the seasoning and spices from my mom.
Nice. Same here.
Yep. What about you? What was your favorite?
Zoom.
Ooh, yeah.
Electric Company.
Yep.
And I was older. I wasn't a little kid. Thundercats. Gargoyles. Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and all those guys, those are always like the core. Those for our age group, that was the core, But yeah, if I had a favorite, and it says cartoon, I know, but I expanded it. But yeah, I would say Tom, Jerry, Bugs Bunny, all those guys.
Yeah. Jeffrey says Bugs Bunny. Debbie says Bugs Bunny. And us owls think alike. I would actually have to say one of my other, wasn't an animated show.
Yeah, I didn't go animated.
What?
I said I didn't go animated either, so it's all good.
Well, one of my other favorite shows was Carl Sagan's Cosmos.
Oh, cool.
That I was fascinated with, and it was on Sunday evening. I think like at 6 o'clock. No, anyhow, it was on in close proximity to 60 Minutes. And my father always watched 60 Minutes. So I think 60 Minutes may have been 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And Cosmos was at 7. So there was a question. There was a question about what, when food was going to eat. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So Debbie, I was just going to mention that. So it wasn't it Mutual of Omaha came on, and then Disney came on. I think it was Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Mutual of Omaha, and then Disney.
Yes, as children, our favorite cartoons, but we've expanded to our favorite shows as children.
Yeah, because Jamie went right to Zoom and Electric Company because,
Well, I loved Zoom and Electric Company because that was something that was, Sunday night rocked, then Bonanza.
Bonanza.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's fun. I like that one.
Yes. All right. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3.
Meredith said Hong Kong Phooey for cartoons, Bewitched for a show.
Oh, I like Wild Wild West. Jim West, and Gordon, wasn't it?
Okay. Do you know anyone who has been part of a pyramid scheme?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Melaleuca, you bet. doTERRA, those are all pyramid things. You bet. What about you?
Oh,
the Jetsons. Ooh, I love that.
If is Pampered Chef a pyramid scheme?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know somebody.
I mean, essentially Amway. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Every auntie any of us ever had. LOL. Yeah. Favorite. Beth said favorite cartoons: Bugs Bunny, The Jetsons, Huckleberry Hound. I loved all westerns growing up, and James West was hot.
Robert
I don't know who James had. I don't think
Robert Conrad.
But I don't.
The knock this battery off my shoulder, the Duracell dude.
Yes, but I don't think I remember seeing him at that time.
Ooh. Oh, really? Do you remember Baba Black Sheep?
No.
Oh. Jeffrey.
So there we go.
Right,
okay,
fine.
so you're up.
Okay. Well, this isn't a very deep question, and we've had a version of it, but who's your current celebrity crush?
I still say Patrick Stewart. Some things never change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
By the way, Beth says Robert Conrad at tight pants, not Little Joe, but he'll do in a pinch.
Yeah, he would do.
Merita said I may have been taken in briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Florence Pugh. Do I know who Florence Pugh is?
Educate us, Kaylee.
Yeah, inform us. I do not know this person, Austin Butler.
Oh, Austin Butler. Mm-hmm.
Don't know. What about you?
I'm thinking. I'm waiting for because I'm thinking, oh my God, Little Joe, right? Blast from the past. Current celebrity crush. Probably Matt Rife.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Matt Rife. I have no idea who that is. I live in a bubble.
People, just so you know, that is how you know he's lying. The most insincere sincerity. Mm-hmm. The eyebrows go up here, right?
I thought it was obvious, but, here you go. Huh. This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. Everyone say it with me. Rude.
Rude.
Implies ignorance of or indifference to good form. It may suggest intentional discourtesy. Don't be rude. Like, share, and subscribe to our channels.
Rude.
And he's not here to hear it.
He's not here to hear it, which I think is rude.
Rude.
So, okay. She was in Little Women, most recent one. Played a character in Black Widow as well. She's blonde. She's done some thriller horror stuff too.
Cool.
And
I will have to look.
she was in a movie with Timothy Chalamet that got all the bad press. Florence.
Huh.
And Jason Momoa's back, and Idris Elba. Oh boy.
Oh, Idris. Yeah, he's a handsome fella. Woody doody doo. I love that. I could listen to him do the phone book. That man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pugh was in Dune too, and Oppenheimer. And Kaylee loves her because she's just got such a warm personality. She loves to cook too, and has a great sense of humor. Even better. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, or 4?
4.
Have you ever questioned your spirituality or considered changing religions?
Sure.
Would you like to expand on that? Okay. I have done that 3 times. So there we go.
With good reason, right?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kiba. Good to see you. And Beth, I don't like super masculine guys. I I dislike looking at Jason Momoa, LOL. Oof. I prefer cheekbones. I'm a sucker for cheekbones. And with a guitar, I'm dead. So
Momoa plays a guitar.
Do what?
I said Momoa plays a guitar. Okay. Me too. Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, but I'm not a witch. That's not what I classify myself as.
There you go. Several times. Merita went from Latvian Lutheran to Pentecostal to Muslim to pagan.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. Pick a number.
Between what to what?
1 to 10.
75. Oh, 1 to 10? 9.
All I would do is reduce that.
Okay. 10. No, 9. 9. Oh, Linda Kennedy said Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Methodist, and now just spiritual. Boom.
Nice. Describe the best birthday celebration you have ever had.
Wow. I don't know. You know. Yeah, sorry.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, because Beth, but Jason has muscles and cheekbones.
He has cheeks too. Hubba hubba.
Oh, geez. There's another snort. Hi, Spirit Whisperer. Good to see you, Mark. I'm supposed to be with Mark tomorrow for some readings. Oh, part of me wants to say it hasn't happened yet. I've had, I'm not a person, I don't like surprises, so surprise birthday parties are not necessarily for me. But
okay, I'm going to amend. He doesn't like surprises like where you shock him. He likes surprise paper clips.
Yes, I mean... This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. I'm not going to force everybody to listen to that again. I mean, Mark is making up the invite. I'm looking forward to it, Mark. It's going to be great fun. For my 60th, I threw myself a party and had it catered. Moonbound DJ photo booth and an ice cream cart, all you could eat all day, fire pit, hot tub, pool. It was wonderful. Best memories ever.
That's awesome.
Cool. And Kaylee said, I'd love for someone to throw me a surprise birthday where I don't have to do any of the planning or work.
Right.
And Kaylee said, I'm always the one who has to do the planning.
That's no fun.
No. Joyful Journey Jen is here. Hello. And Beth is, I'll be turning 70 in September, so I'm super excited. I dislike surprises too. I'm a Virgo. You best be letting me help plan.
Well,
I celebrated by myself with apple pie, cheesecake, and champagne. Whatever my birthday is celebrated with family, it's always combined with other celebrations like Thanksgiving or sister's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Pamela.
I wouldn't want to be rude.
Rude.
So, yeah, my first long-term companion, he threw me a surprise birthday party at my local Chinese store, which was pleasant. It was very nice.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah. What about you?
My absolute fondest memory of a birthday would be my 10th birthday. I saw Sean Cassidy that year, and I got a Donnie and Marie album. And my mom made her triple chocolate cake, but instead of doing it in a bundt cake, she had all the kids in the neighborhood came, and she did 3 sheet cakes together of the triple chocolate. It was fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Linda Kennedy says, I had 109 people here from 8 different states. Nice. That's great. And Beth said, my ex threw me a surprise party, and not one person he invited was actually my friend. And the ex. Yeah. And Jeffrey says, as a child, my family would go to Ponderosa for dinner. That was a big treat. Oh, yeah. Nice. That was a huge treat. Mm-hmm. Pamela's like, my favorite birthdays are the ones I can't really remember. So, and they are sweet memories.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice memory.
So, yeah. Cool. Okay.
All right.
It's me. 1 or 2?
2.
Have you met any celebrities? Who and where?
I have. Usually it's in elevators.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Usually musicians. There's only one celebrity that I would like to meet that I'm jealous about. My friend, I have a friend that lives in Chicago, and she has worked for a company that does the inner ear monitors for musicians. So she molds musicians' ears. So she meets a lot of, different levels of fame. But the most, I remember when Al Jarreau died. That was a big thing for her because she had done his ears all the time.
Oh, uh-huh.
But it would be Huey Lewis. She says that Huey Lewis, she doesn't like to be hugged, but Huey Lewis gives the best hugs and he smells good.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've met any celebrities. I mean, I don't think I have really per se. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so Marita said, "Oh yes, I loved it when we get to go to Maria's Roman room for a birthday dinner." Debbie said, "I've met local sports celebrities in Boston."
Yeah.
Mark Gatiss, British actor, Kate Middleton, princess, and also met a bunch of Comic-Con at Comic-Con over the years. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Pamela Batchelor actually met Jane the Seeker once, so there you go. Who'd have thunk that was an avenue to meeting celebrities? Well, you're right. That idea of is they're going to have the pods in. So Jeffrey said, recently going to my sister-in-law's house, and they surprised me with a German chocolate cake. Oh, that was your birthday. Yeah, that was, early. It was the first time Jeffrey met some of my family.
Oh.
We were up there quilting, and 2 of my sisters were there and 2 of my brother-in-laws, and Jeffrey's favorite cake is German chocolate.
Nice. Look at that list.
Beth almost ran over Kurt Vonnegut at an intersection in Manhattan, met the Beach Boys in my backyard. Long story. Dustin Hoffman, Andy Warhol, Paul Giamatti, and a few people from Saturday Night Live.
Nice.
Vanessa Kismet Smitten is here. Hello. Dry lurking crush on Keanu Reeves' birthday. When I adopted my Maltese 14 years ago, he's still like a puppy. Oh, that's nice. I also wandered upon Bob Dylan sitting by himself in a tour bus. Wish I'd knocked on the door to say hi there, or to say hi. That's a euphemism.
Yeah.
So I haven't personally met anyone, but been adjacent to celebs. Saw Placido go at the airport. Met Pioneer woman and her husband Lad at a cookbook signing. Jeffrey sang next to Ronald Reagan during his presidential campaign. Ran into Corey Hart in an elevator in South Beach.
It's a good place to meet people, is in the elevator.
Yeah.
Of places, different resorts.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
All right.
And don't go anywhere, people. If you haven't seen the word of the day, you'll see it again.
You'll hear it too.
You'll hear it.
Wasn't that my question?
Yeah. Yes. So I'm picking number 5.
Okay. Who is the happiest person you know and why?
Happiest person I know and why? Are you talking to my sister? Wow. Jeffrey's being. This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. Everyone say it with me. Rude.
Rude.
Implies ignorance of or indifference to good form. It may suggest intentional discourtesy. Which is exactly what he was doing, Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Fun boy, we're not, that's not a question that we're addressing today. So that would be something, check with some other channels about that. So Linda Kennedy met Sun Psychic Adam. Oh, Sun Psychic Gene.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool. Who do I know who is always a happy person? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. It's actually a very difficult question to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I met Sun Psychic Gene at Metaphysical Fair in Frederick. Yep. Now that's a star. Yes. Yep. Oh, and Meritus says, I feel like I'm the happiest person I know. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my cousin Julie, since passed, she has, she had cerebral palsy, but was always smiling and laughs, I think. There you go. That's cool. I guess I'd say my younger stepsister, to be precise. She's very optimistic and finds so many things funny. That's cool. I'm going to have to, I think I'm pretty happy overall, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to say myself?
You're allowed to say whatever you want. You want to know why?
Why?
We make the rules.
There you go. No. Yeah. What about you?
I would say our licensed nurse at the clinic. She's probably one of the happiest people I know.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
Have to talk her out of a tree every once in a while, but that's usually because of things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. And Marita says, I'm always trying to help people see the positive side of a situation. Yeah. Yeah. So, and you know, and I keep thinking that authentic happiness.
Sure.
Not the, so all right. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
I don't know.
Okay. Everybody, what do you think? What is the best compliment you've ever received? I was in a training session, and somebody actually called me. They said that what I did was very brave, and because I did it, it helped everyone. It really shifted the energy of the space. So that was probably the best compliment that I received, because I did something that I wasn't sure of, and I opened my mouth and it worked. So
I prefer Marcus Aurelius versus Julius Caesar, but you know, come on, Beth.
Primo Levi. Jeffrey says, I'm smarter than I give myself credit for. Mm-hmm. And Merita says, when Daniel said I was so beautiful. Aw. Aw. Aw.
Wow.
Someone told me you love with your whole heart.
I believe that.
Yeah, I can totally believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So,
Jesus. Hello.
did you have any other thoughts? No pressure.
No.
Okay. Okay. Number 3.
What is something you wish you would have learned about in school but did not?
How to look at being an artist as a job and how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one.
And by the way, Beth said compliment. I was talking about what I wanted to do when I was in college, and my dad told me that I needed to aim higher because I too intelligent to settle on what I was looking at. Boom.
Better than what my dad said.
Yeah. Kaylee said taxes, and Jeffrey said personal finance and budgeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say accounting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things that my mom always said when she was doing her education piece for the community was, she wished that, well, and a lot of low income kids, they don't end up finishing school, at least not here, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, finances, exactly. She was having to teach remedial budgeting to young women for them and their kids, which she was happy to do. But I would say, yeah, giving kids confidence in how to take care of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and and what that looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
4. Okay.
I'm not rude today. Oh, damn it. I was trying.
Pamela said that there is such a huge list of what I wished I was taught in school. Yeah. What lesson took you the longest to unlearn?
Oof. Oof. That's probably that I was enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everybody who's watching, the question is, what lesson took you the longest to unlearn?
Mm-hmm.
And Pamela said, oh, wait a minute. And Jamie, a bank teller, actually sat down with me and explained some things. That's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. Linda Kennedy said, when my grandsons were younger and someone told me that my sons were very well behaved.
Well, that's nice.
That is a great compliment.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaylee said that the unworthiness I still have stuck in my head.
Yeah, amen, sister.
Yep. And Merita says that I'm not ugly and undesirable just because I'm fat. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. So I have one of those things. I have 3 questions that are kind of fun.
Do you want me to answer this?
Yes, I do. Rude.
I'm waiting for Zane to show up. Beth said, lesson to unlearn that I can fucking have my cake and eat it too.
Mofos.
Lesson that I took the longest to unlearn is that I'm not very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And that I am a horrible speller.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, there's that.
Yep. Okay. As I was so rudely interrupted.
I hope Zane comes in and pops in. If you're watching this, Zane.
So I have still a stack of cards, but I have 3 questions that all go together, and I think it would be fun. Definitely a back and forth. So how do you want to do it?
Well, I want to read that Jeffrey said, I'm not less of a human being because I'm different.
Oh, yeah. No, you're
Amen.
a delightful human being.
Amen. Well, thank you. So, okay. So you have how many cards that all relate? 3?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you another question, and then you do those 3.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you another question. So 1, 2, 3, or 5?
5.
Do I remind you of anyone?
Yes.
Okay. I believe this is Gigi, who is amen. Jeffrey. Agreed.
Do you want me to explain?
If you want, I
You
know
remind
not
me
to
of
ask you.
you
So-
remind me of the Gerald that I met before, and that I met before, and that I met before, and maybe one more before.
Okay. You remind me of a person who I met in an endocrinology office who was actually, and it's kind of funny because this is sort of what you do. She was the one who was running everything, but not a doctor or a nurse practitioner, but knew everything before the people who needed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. I would say that you are correct.
Yeah. And yes, past lives. That would be past lives. Yeah. Gerald, reminds Beth of a steampunk wizard. So there you go.
I'm going to mute myself for a second. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, entertain the people.
Okay. And Jamie reminds me of those girls in my high school AP class who was really smart and interesting. There you go. And I have lost count, Pamela. My apologies. I think we're like at 5 or 6. So I'm not exactly sure. So because, wait a minute. What do we got? Yeah, bad grammar. See? There you go. Since Jamie's not here, I'm going to show this. Everybody hold on. Welcome. Today's video is sponsored by the word moist. Everyone say it with me. Moist. Moist.
I heard a big thump.
Okay.
Scared the crap out of me.
Of course. And here's early ritual, also known as late ritual. Hello, missing Jamie and Gerald. And Jeffrey wasn't going to say anything, Beth, about the error. For goodness sakes, Gerald, must you? Well, I want credit for actually not showing that video during my live with Tanis when we were talking about water. And Jamie is found. Yes.
Hi. And Beth, your comment up there about what I remind you of is hilarious to me, because that is like, yeah, the complete opposite of what I was like in school.
Jamie reminds me of people I've seen on TV. She has a famous sort of face.
Huh.
There you go. All right. So now you're 3.
Okay. Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl, and why?
You seem like a morning person because that's when you get up and you have coffee.
And you seem like a night owl because that's when I talk to you the most.
Yes, and we're 3 hours difference. So
Yep.
there you go.
There you go. Okay.
There you go.
Anybody? Are you a night owl or a morning person? Answer for yourself. Let us know.
And by the way, Pamela has said it's like taking out the tiny hands in front of Jamie.
No, the M word. This.
Okay.
Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for?
Night owl. Here's a late person.
Hi, Judy.
Merita said, morning person Jamie, night owl Gerald.
Ding, 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 ding.
How anybody can be a morning person is beyond me. So
an IV of coffee. That's all I got.
There you go. Yes. Other water words: saturate, emerge, immerse. Anything other than the M word.
Saturate.
I sent Jamie a funny video from Family Guy that was there, and I would totally use it. But does anybody know if I can get a copyright claim against me for a 4-second video?
Yes, you can.
Even for 4 seconds?
Even for 4 seconds.
Oh, there you go. Pamela had a comment that did not show up because I called Gerald a bitch. But you're a moderator. T-Lyn is a night owl, allergic to early AM. Absolutely a night owl, but I don't wake up grumpy usually. And okay, there you go. Okay. What was, did I miss another question?
Yeah. Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for?
Yes, you've been fired from a job, I think, because you actually followed the rules properly, not by you followed the written rules and not the rules that people operated by.
I got fired for not completing a project because I had surgery, and I said that I would come in every weekend to make up my time, and I hadn't come in every weekend because I was still recovering and sick from the surgery. Yep. But he got to fire me because I didn't complete a project.
Okay. Beth was fired. I was pissing off the staff at Ms. Magazine because they wouldn't fact check, and I was insisting on fact checking. Luckily, as they were about to let me go, I got the job at New York Times.
Nice.
And Debbie, apparently, I have an attitude. I just looked it up, and there's no amount of time that is safe for copyright infringement.
Correct.
Okay. I always considered myself a night owl until I work nights. There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Do I think that you've ever been fired from a job?
Do you think I've ever been fired from a job?
No.
I have not.
Mm-hmm.
I have fired people from jobs, but
I've done that lots. Yes. Oh.
So okay.
I don't like it though.
No, it's not. It's not a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? And Merita said, I have never been fired, but I have quit a few times, as have I.
Yeah, I quit because of COVID. Boss wouldn't follow the rules.
Boom.
I was doing 2 jobs at the time, but yeah. All right, you ready?
I am.
The downsized. Ouch.
Oh, and I'm just going to leave this up here. How can one fire perfection?
Ooh, snap. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here, let me put a paper clip on that, shall I?
What color would you like?
Yes.
Do I seem more of a creative or analytical type? Please explain.
we make up the rules, right?
Yeah.
You are more of a creative type who can translate that creativity and explain it analytically.
Yeah. I would say that you're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you actually it's almost like you do the analysis and then you can create or flip it.
Yeah,
So,
I would say Beth is right. I mean, if you were just going by the rules, I would say that Beth is correct.
yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Toadstool Tarot is here. Hi, Robin. Analytical creative, and yep, Jeffrey is creatively analytical. When I think of North Pole and Santaland, I see Gerald there.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one that goes with, but I like it. That's funny.
I'll take it. That's fun.
I'll take it. It's impossible because Gerald is creative and analytical. Those are, yeah.
I like
Jamie,
Thomas's. Yeah.
Janie reads like a creative type, but functions like an analytical type. Yes, she's an introvert, but can function as an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan said, the only time I've been fired was in my early 20s when the university bookstore had refused me my request for having my birthday off work. I took it off anyway.
Yeah.
And Beth said, I'm more analytical, but I love these moments when tarot and yoga, when I can express my creativity.
Nice.
Oh, and Linda is catching up with I can sleep any and all hours, including after a cup of coffee.
Nice.
It was a look on your. Oh, yeah, it was a look. Okay.
It was a look on your cute little face. Come on now, you got to read it all. Look at the blush. Good Lord. Way to go, Pamela.
Shut it. Hey, Pamela came up on yesterday's readings with Ken and Robert or Bobby. We used Pamela's spread. So, and here you go. Tom has been known to fall asleep while drinking coffee.
You and me.
There you go. All right. How many cards do you have left? I have 3 left. Okay. Merita is I'm more analytical, but wish I was more creative.
I think you're really creative. But...
I think you're really creative. I mean, yeah. Robin says, now I'm thinking of Gerald as a pole dancer in Santaland.
Same.
Robin, have you seen the word of the day? And so, yeah, also, or kerfluffled when he can't even fanthwarp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a better word than spread, Gerald. But I like that. Linda Kennedy said, I worked for the same company for 35 years. Maybe a couple of times I should have been fired, but I wasn't. You're welcome, Merita. I think there's a great deal of beauty in understanding how numbers work and understand how, I think there's creativity in the analytical way. It's great. So I'm not going to put Robin's comment up. Oops, I lied. And
no, play the correct one for him.
What, this one for Robin?
Yeah, go ahead.
The new one? Here you go. This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. Everyone say it with me. Rude.
Rude.
Implies ignorance of or indifference to good form. It may suggest intentional discourtesy. Don't be rude. Like, share, and subscribe to our channels.
Rude.
There you go, Robin.
I wonder if Zane will count how many times his voice was used.
Oh, and here you go. Beth said, remember, Merita, ideas and problem solving are forms of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there you go. And we expect rude from Robin always. I wouldn't necessarily say rude, but I would definitely say curmudgeonly.
I would say creative curmudgeon.
Creative curmudgeon, yeah, and that's true. That is
That's
very
a creative comment. I'm not literally meaning that he's rude for that
no,
comment.
but he
Very
is
creative comment.
He's got a great command of the language. So,
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, or 3.
2.
If MySpace were still a thing, what would my profile song be?
Rude. No.
And I want to know what people think, and I also want to know what their people say would be their MySpace profile song.
Donna Summer, I left my cake out in the rain. Whatever that song is, because it's kind of catchy.
MacArthur Park.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be your song.
And Robin thinks outside of the box. Yes, he does.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's wonderful. Do you want to know something really awful?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Pamela says rolling in the deep.
And for him or you?
For Pamela, is that for you or is that for me?
Right.
So, but
what would you want to hear something?
You want to hear something rude?
Yeah.
The only time I've heard that song was on RuPaul's Drag Race during the song.
Jeffrey.
Oh,
he won't listen.
God.
Oh, and Pamela said you, duh. So rolling rolling in the deep.
Yeah.
Vanessa said mine would be Culture Club Time. That's a great song. I don't think it got enough of enough stuff.
Enough stuff.
Oh yeah. Gerald would be yeah, probably Iran or
I saw them in concert.
Well, of course you did. So but and of course, because we're talking about it, I can't remember. Or it would be Space Age Love Song.
Mm.
How's that for a deep cut?
Mm.
So there you go. MacArthur Park was originally performed by writer Jim Webb and made famous by Richard Harris. I have to say, Tom, that's a good memory. Wait a minute, Tom, that's a very good memory that I like. A Flock of Seagulls.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Gerald, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, because it mentions bluebirds.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. And Hershey's not here, so she's not hearing that, but Tom is, and probably twitching from it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I think your theme? What do you think mine would be?
I already told you.
What'd you say?
MacArthur Park.
Okay, the first thing that popped into my head is Melissa Etheridge. Melissa Etheridge, Come to My Window.
Oh, that would be pretty close, pretty accurate. I remember when I was in college, I saw her in concert at the Mesa Amphitheater, and it was my first time seeing Dykes on Bikes, which is an actual group. It's not being derogatory.
No, it is an actual group, yes.
Yeah, another one bites the dust. That's a good one. And all of these women singing We Are Family, and there were people throwing bras up on the stage, and I did not know why. I learned why, but I did not know why.
There you go. Okay.
But anyway, that's like one of my top 5 favorite songs. So
okay, cool. So I follow your intuition, Gerald. Mm-hmm. Tom said it all gets locked away in his brain somewhere. Gigi, B-52's Planet Claire.
Hmm.
Ooh, Here Comes the Sun, George Harrison, my favorite Beatle. Jamie theme song, Another One Bites the Dust. It is a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Deb said back in the 80s, it was Debbie said it's probably Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. There you go. I like my cake moist, but cake out in the rain is a step too far. Yes. Jamie's. Jeffrey says, I Am Woman.
Isn't that Helen Reddy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Aiko Aiko. That song sounds happy. Yes.
I could see that.
Yes. And I would say that's a Cyndi Lauper deep cut. Do you know Cyndi Lauper's version of that?
Yes, I do. I'm just surprised that you do.
Really? Rude.
I'm just saying. Oh, that's hilarious.
And you'll never find that recipe again, Robin.
Nope.
Oh, Pamela said Bohemian Rhapsody. Yep, Helen Reddy. Aiko Aiko. Yep, Dixie Cups. And True Colors. Jeffrey says it would be mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. And you're up because mine was that last question.
Oh, okay. So, what fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what's my order?
What fast food restaurant would Jamie drive through, and what would she order? This is a bad question to ask me because I'm hungry.
If you look really, really carefully, you will know the answer.
Oh my God. If I think really, really carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have too much pressure. Jeffrey said Jamie's is Starbucks.
Yeah, because I don't do fast food. Yep, Starbucks.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Starbucks, probably a breakfast sandwich and an extra large coffee with orange and chocolate.
Orange and chocolate. Okay, we'll get it. Well, I'll give that to you. They don't have orange syrup, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, Marito would have no idea what your own theme song would be. Everybody's going to be thinking about this now.
Yeah, you should think about it because it's interesting.
Yes. Pansy Division, I wish I'd taken pictures. Look it up, people, but we are not responsible for any ill effects that has for you.
Mm-mm.
Jack in the Box tacos. Ooh, Dunkin' Donuts ordering coffee.
You know, I have never had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Kelly Fitzgerald is a Dunkin' Donuts person. So, and she gets the special creamer because it's one of the only creamers that she can actually taste after her bad bout with COVID. I've never had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee ever. You would be right, Jonathan. I don't do fast food.
Yes.
Homemade fast food, sure. You know, when you make your own cheeseburger or whatever. But Jeffrey wins. He is correct.
Yes. What would mine be?
Your fast food that you would go through?
Yes.
If you had a jalapenos joint like we do, it would be drive-through Mexican food or drive-through Chinese.
Okay. It would actually be a junior bacon cheeseburger, extra onions with mustard.
From where?
From Wendy's or White Castle's.
Oh,
with jalapeno cheese. Yes.
Yeah. I knew the White Castle part.
Yes, the onion chips.
Mm-hmm.
The onion chips, yeah.
I was just typing Wendy's junior bacon cheeseburger.
And Jeffrey's just like, and I was just typing in junior bacon cheeseburger. She would definitely try to find the healthiest thing on the menu. Yes.
Or if they had onion rings, that's the only thing I'd eat.
Yeah. Have you tried a lavender iced matcha with oat milk?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. With COVID, I switched from drinking 2 to 3 coffees from Starbucks a day to none at all. So I go in there like occasionally now. But yeah, they with COVID, they shut down for a while and then they minimized, and a lot of people couldn't make it on the wages. So all the people that I knew that worked there, they don't work there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Vanessa said salad and go caprese salad bowl. Nice. Jonathan always forgets about White Castle. I love me a White Castles. And yes, Dunkin' Donuts has really good coffee, as does White Castles.
Really?
Yes, White Castles, and you can buy White Castles coffee in the store.
Huh.
So, Tom said for me 4 or 5 White Castle sliders, fries, and some mozzarella sticks with a root beer. Yes, mozzarella sticks are always a good thing. Now I want they do have some big boys still in Ohio, yes. Not a lot of them. Okay. Did we both answer that question?
I think so.
All right. 1 or 2?
2.
What do you think our most important similarity is?
Our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Compassion.
Yep.
Understanding that the wheel turns.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that. I would also add our sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey was thinking our sense of humor, and he's just typed it in there. Hair length, yeah.
Not a few months ago.
Not a few months ago, yes. Thoughtfulness. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And my favorite food is Wendy's specialty chicken sandwich, the Monterey Ranch. Yeah.
Mine used to be the French chicken sandwich from Burger King back in the day when I actually ate
crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan said compassion.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. I have 1 left and you have 1 left.
Yep.
So you go first. Oh, and we have a kindness.
Thank you.
Beth does not eat junk food or fast food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for evidence?
For evidence. No. No.
Mm-mm.
She would know.
Yeah, because you already know. You're not gonna. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's no reason. Yeah.
No. And yes. And
no.
No. My answer would be no.
Yeah. No. Why?
To you.
Yeah. It's like. Okay. Oh yeah, the original chicken sandwich at Burger King is good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Merita. Generosity.
Thank you.
Of your time. Or Checkers burger and fries.
Never had Checkers.
Definitely not a Jamie thing. Fast food, yeah.
No. I think it's checking the phone.
Yeah, definitely not a Jamie thing. Not a Jamie thing. Yep.
Mm-mm.
I might want to, but I wouldn't. You are absolutely right. Ooh, the original chicken at BK. Burger King. Okay. And the last one. Do you believe everyone has a calling? If so, do you think I found mine?
That's a tough one because I think, this is my own personal opinion, I think that this is a hard one to answer I think that questions like that or things like that pigeonhole people. Like
Yes.
when I grew up, you know, you were supposed to get married and have kids. I was of the generation where we started going to college and things like that, but that there was a certain expectation of, you know, being pigeonholed and where you would end up. Let me see the question again really quick. I think everyone has a something. I'll answer the second part. Yes, I think you have found yours because you help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you give a lot of guidance and a lot of compassion and all of those things to a lot of people. So yes, I think you found your niche in life. But I don't know about callings. Callings are tough for me. I don't know.
Okay. Getting caught up before that, you know.
Some are just on the scenic route.
Vanessa said, I don't know. This is the check in the phone. I don't normally, but I'm glad I did one time, and my intuition served me correct. And Beth said, I've never checked an ex's phone, but I did throw my first husband's notes to take to the divorce lawyer into the washing machine.
Oh, good for you, girl.
You had to clean it, find the truth, fact check it, boom. And Merita says we have too much dignity and integrity. And yes, Jeffrey says, yes, everyone has a calling. Some are just on the scenic route. Some of us are men and can't see anything that is right in front of their eyes. I don't necessarily think I think that could be a gender thing, but I do think that has evolved. I think everyone has a best self, and we're all always in process of finding it.
Okay.
And Jonathan said, in my opinion, everyone has multiple callings and they have more than one destiny to fulfill. I think you've fulfilled many of your callings, but still finding new ones. Everyone has something they wish they could do, but not everyone has the ability to follow their dreams. A mental note, never wrong, Beth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Duh. Yeah, there you go. That's your short. Never wrong, Beth. Duh. Some of our callings are the adventures of the search, which is interesting that you say that. I actually think your calling is to always evolve and to keep trying something new and to leave things better than you found them.
I'm such a late bloomer to everything, you know, yeah. Yeah.
And I think you're enjoying being who you are right now and doing what you're doing. Because I would say if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to be doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ding, ding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this just in, good takeaway, Tom. Yes.
Wow.
Never
wrong.
So, wow.
Jane, you hush.
You're doing it wrong.
She just pokes her little head in there and says, you're doing it wrong.
Rude.
Rude.
So, well, there you go. I think it's rude that somebody didn't show up.
Ooh,
or
I do
not
too.
In the chat, you know.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, hello, Jane. Thanks for, I would say Jane may be lurking.
Nurking? What are you doing nurking out there, Jane?
If it isn't giving you any pleasure, yes, you're doing it wrong. If it isn't giving you any pleasure, you're doing it wrong.
She says 10 questions or 10 comments apart. So nice save.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks everybody for being here. And next week.
Not twerking, not nurking. Twerking or nurking? We don't know. It's Jane. It could be both.
And Jane just woke up.
She's a nurking twerker. I don't know. A twerky nurky?
And welcome to Making Up Words with Jaime and Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyhow. And, well, everybody, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. And I think we will say farewell. And that's right. Pamela mentioned that she met a famous person, right? And was it Pamela who said she met Jane the Seeker? Yeah, here it is. I actually met Jane the Seeker once for if you've met anybody famous. It's like, how's, my funner thing to do. There you go. Both at the same time. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Jeffrey loved the chat. So it's great to see everybody. So we will say good night. Take care. And I am going to do the regular outro.